Well, anyway, speaking of appearances, one more thing before we move on to another subject. They're appearing like they're going to do an AEW pay per view this weekend. And can anybody out there? Well, I don't know whether they'll hear my voice that I'm speaking now before this show at 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. But
Is that what it is? I didn't even realize that.
Yes,
it's 1 o'clock.
Because they're in London. They're in Londinium. Lord Fogg will be presiding. Stace can figure out how to order it. But can I then just go on to this channel or whatever the fuck, this Prime Video thing and watch it any old time? Or do I have to be sitting there specifically when it's happening and I can never see it again? Or what? How does this work with streaming of these things?
Well, again, I think you should look at this as a nice sunny Sunday with wrestling in the afternoon. Watch as much as you can live. From what I gather, I've been looking into this because you mentioned this before. How am I going to watch this? And I didn't have an answer. I know you can get them through YouTube, where you pay for it there. Amazon Prime has it, and from what I read, you can access a stream or a replay fairly quickly without any specific time being listed after the broadcast.
Oh, thank God. All right. So, at the very least, it doesn't ruin my whole Sunday afternoon.
I mean, we're talking about players before who's in the field. Remember, Amazon's still out there. Obviously, they're doing this with AEW, but this isn't like, we have a big deal with AEW. This is like we'll sell their events and we'll take our cut. But Amazon's still out there, and they have a lot of original content, and, they're trying to make Prime a big thing for everyone. So there's still a lot of players out there.
Yeah. Who's supposed to, wasn't Max supposed to do something with the AEW pay-per-views?
It hasn't happened.
But they don't?
It hasn't happened.
Apparently not a high priority.
AEW right now is fighting a lawsuit. Not to go too deep into this at the moment because I don't have the info in front of me, but it's the Jon Moxley lawsuit, I believe, where he hit.
Oh, yes, from the cameraman that was put into a fucking head halo by the vicious treatment that he received.
Well, apparently they're fighting
by the hands of that demented killer and public menace, Jon Moxley. I'm just trying to keep fair here. Go ahead.
But apparently AEW is fighting an attempt by the other side to have them reveal who owns them. Who is actually the partners in Beatnik. With Tony Khan, we presume his sister, set up by their dad. Where does Warner Brothers Discovery fit in if they own 10%? Is that outside? Are they partners with Beatnik? Do they own a piece of Beatnik? And again, if Warner Brothers Discovery really owns a piece of anything with AEW, why aren't the pay-per-views on Max? Why don't they just put Ring of Honor content somewhere? More content. I mean, there's a lot of questions. It's almost like all of Tony's eggs are in the Warner Brothers Discovery basket. At the same time, WWE...
Do you think that's because his balls are in their pocket?
I don't know. But the problem is, while that's happening, WWE's buying up all the other baskets. There's going to be nowhere else to go. If Warner Brothers Discovery... If David Zaslav leaves and the next person comes in and just says, I hate wrestling. Why are we doing this? Put the Big Bang Theory on for 2 hours. That changes everything.
They're gonna lose their basket. Oh, my God. Well, therein lies the problem is you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Brian, you can't trust that people aren't going to take things away from you these days. You're watching a favorite show on television and it's gone. And the whole daggum channel could be gone. And the network, you got to run everything yourself, Brian. You have to own everything. You have to follow your dreams. You have to be the boss so that you can control your destiny. And that starts by starting your own business, doesn't it, Brian? You know that. We've both taken those steps. You got to start your own business before you can be the master of your own destiny. And I think I could speak for Brian in saying that both of us have been masters of our domain for quite some time now, and you can do the same thing with our friends at Shopify. Would you concur with that, Brian?
Yes.
Good Lord, my ears are ringing now. Folks, Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all the e-commerce in the United States. And think about this. How often have you laid in bed at midnight scrolling through some website, hitting the button to add to your cart the thing that you've been looking for. And you know that button's purple. It's the Shop Pay button. And people all over the world are fingering that button just like you are. So if you're tired of staying up late at night fingering other people instead of letting other people finger you,
let's not use that. No,
then you need to set up your store with your dreams.
Your dreams.
So that you can be the one being fingered late at night by people laying in bed with nothing to do.
That's not how we're going to call it. It's not fingering. It's thinking and scrolling and using your finger to press the buttons you need. And the right button is the button for you and for your business. Of course, our friends at Shopify are wonderful partners for our online store. We trust them. They've done great work for us, and they could do that for you very simply. A great deal. First time buyers, triers. Try it today, Jim.
Try it to buy it and buy it to try it. You're just, Brian, you're all verklempt because of the success that we've had with our purple Shop Pay button. We've been raking in that money, ka-ching. Our purple Shop Pay button on the shirts that we feature here on the various programs. And well, the folks with their dreams, you can't sell our shirts. We won't let you do that, but you can sell your shirts. So if you've ever wanted to put your face on a shirt and sell it to people, I've seen some of you. You might ought to figure out some other attribute on your body to put on a shirt to sell it to people. But nevertheless, if you want to sell something to somebody, then Shopify is going to give you the leg up.
Yeah.
From day one with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates to express your style. They'll tackle all the important tasks from inventory to payments to analytics. And analytics are very important in business. You need to know where all the anals are going in your ticks. And you can spread the word with built-in marketing and email tools to find and keep new customers. Shopify will do a dossier on each potential customer and find out damaging information about them.
No, they
and
won't.
then you will use those as tools to keep those people customers. Or you're going to spread the word.
A pleasant thought. Everyone wants a partner that is willing to get down to the mattresses with you, but that's not what will happen, Jim.
No, the mattress spot is later. We're not talking about that right now.
Jim, you hear that noise? You know that can only mean one thing. It's time to make sure we get that information out there for the listeners about this great deal with our friends at Shopify.
Well, if you want to see less carts being abandoned, folks, and that's another thing. There's too many carts in the United States being abandoned. They have feelings too. It's time for you to head over to Shopify. Cha-ching. So where you'll hear that kind of sound like that. That's the one I'm talking about. And sign up for your $1 a month trial period to start selling today. Shopify.com/JCE is where you're going for your $1 a month trial period. Boom. You get that trial period. They put you on trial. If you come out a free man and not going to the local hoosgow, then for $1 a month, they're going to work for you. They're going to make you a fortune. And you're going to hear bells and whistles and sirens and everything. Yeah. Shopify.com/JCE. Did you hear that sound? That's the sound of money of some description, possibly being put into a blind man's cup.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Shopify.com/JCE.